Welcome back to the Urban Preparedness channel. Today, we're going to talk about how to enjoy that warm weather sun. I'm just kidding. No, it's unbelievably cold outside. So we're going to talk about how to survive in a cold weather environment without fire or shelter. Now, if this is your first time coming here, make sure you drop down to this corner right here and hit subscribe. It's right there. It should be floating in the corner of every one of my videos. It's not too hard to find. Make sure you hit that thing so that you get all the videos when they come out. If you like this video, go ahead and drop down to the bottom and give me that big thumbs up so that I know you like this video. And this one's pretty important, so make sure you watch it all the way through. Now, before we start talking about this, we definitely need to get into proper attire. That's not right either. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, the first thing we did was we swapped out our clothing for darker clothing that are going to absorb more sunlight. And we swapped out our token baseball cap for a beanie. Biggest issue you're going to have when you're dealing with staying warm without fire or shelter is keeping your neck and head retaining that warmth. So make sure when you choose a jacket, or in this case multiple jackets so that you can layer, it comes up and covers that neck. That neck, you're going to lose a whole lot of heat. So for those of you that don't know, you lose the majority of your body heat in your head and your neck and your armpits and in your groin. Now, we're not going to go into a whole bunch of detail about how to keep your giblets warm. Okay, that happens naturally. They're actually protected pretty well inside your legs. But what we are going to cover is how to keep your central core warm by swapping out for darker colors, how to insulate properly, and keeping that neck and head warm. Alright, so let's roll that beautiful bean foot. Alright, so for today's example, we're going to use this 2-layer 511 Tactical Series jacket. I really like this jacket because both layers actually zip together. It works flawlessly. They're not too expensive. You can get them between $200 and $300 online. There are obviously cheaper options out there, and you don't have to buy a high-speed jacket to do it. I just really like this jacket, so that's what I'm going to use. So you'll start by putting on that first layer. All right. You need to take into consideration that you're layering based on what the temperature is at the time. You don't want to put on all of your layers from the very beginning. If you do, you're going to start sweating. If you start perspirating, that's how your body cools itself off. If you've reached a point of sweating, you're actually working against yourself. So, if it's not that cold, you're going to start off without a jacket or even just with that first layer. Now that you have your first layer on, it's a little bit colder outside than you thought. You've got your pack on. You're hiking, you have your jacket on, you're still not sweating, and you're actually starting to shiver. That's when you're going to take out your second layer. Put that second layer on. Now, in order to cover up that neck and keep that neck nice and warm, zip that jacket all the way up. One of the things that I really love about this 511 Tactical Series jacket is that it is black on the top and up around the neck. So the areas that you really need to retain that heat is where it's actually absorbing the most heat from the sun. Next step, you're going to put on that outer layer. This one I really like. One of the reasons I really like this, you can wear it in warmer temperatures too because it's not super thick, but it is wind resistant and it's waterproof. So if it's only 60 degrees outside and you don't want to wear this big fluffy inner layer, you can just put on the outer shell and it's still going to keep you dry if it starts raining. Because again, you don't want to get wet from sweat. You definitely don't want to get wet from rain. So we're going to use the example that it's incredibly cold outside. We got 2 layers on. Okay. We're still cold. Okay. You have both jackets on, your long sleeve shirt, your beanie, everything's pulled up around your neck, and you're still absolutely freezing. Now's where it gets really important. And this little tip and trick isn't high speed. Okay, I didn't learn it in the military. I didn't learn it on my time as a military contractor. This one is so archaic. I learned it from the best possible teacher you can imagine. I learned it from a homeless man in southern Michigan, probably around a January time frame about 2 decades ago. And this unbelievable technique is how he stays alive through winters in Michigan. And I don't know if any of my viewers have ever been to Michigan, but those of you who have, it is unbelievably cold during the wintertime. And here's how he stayed alive. Random miscellaneous items. Pieces of paper, pieces of newspaper, balled up shirts, balled up towels. The trick is to roll it into a ball, stuff it inside your coat. Now you want to create space between your first layer and your second layer. And you're just going to ball it up and stuff it in there. You want to make sure you go all the way around. So you got it in the front and the back. You're nice and fluffy. Now what that does is it creates an air pocket between your first jacket and your second jacket. So that air pocket is where your body heat is trapped in that warm air, and it creates a cushioning, warming layer in between your jackets that not only allows the moisture of your body to wick away from your body, but it also traps in air that warms up with your body and creates a barrier resistance between the cold air outside, the warm air against you, and the core of your body. That is what's going to keep you alive. That's the basic right there, how you're going to stay alive if you don't have any shelter and you don't have any fire. Okay? The next bits are just technique. Because one of the biggest issues that everybody makes, and it's super simple to make this mistake, they travel during the daytime. Here's the problem. The warmest part of your day is during the daytime. If you're traveling during the daytime, you're going to start sweating, and it's already a warmer part of the day. Burning energy from traveling naturally heats your body. Why would you not want to do that at the coldest part of the day? So that's what we're going to do. When you rest and bed down for the day, you're going to do it daytime, between 11 a.m. and say 5 p.m. That's when you're going to sleep. And as the sun starts to go down, you're going to get up, start moving around, warming up your muscles again, and all of your travel time is going to be done at night. There's 2 reasons that's absolutely amazing. You're building up your core body temperature at the coldest part of the night, so you're significantly less likely to freeze to death while you sleep. And 2, you're drastically harder to find while traveling if you're traveling at night. Because let's be honest, if you're not going to make a fire and you're not going to make a shelter, there's probably a reason, and that reason is probably that you're being chased. Somebody's trying to get to you, or maybe you just don't have the means to do it. So if you don't have the means to start a fire, build a shelter, or you don't want to build a fire or shelter because somebody's chasing you, either way, traveling at night is the best possible option for your survival in the situation. During the day is when you're going to bed down because it's naturally warmer outside. So the likelihood of you surviving through that sleep is significantly higher. And your body drastically needs that burning energy to keep you warm at night. So you're going to travel at night. And that's pretty much it, guys. Honestly, that really is just about all you need to do. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but that's literally all you need to do to be able to survive if you don't have any fire, you don't have any shelter. Now, yes, there's going to be situations where the temperature drops below critical levels, where you're not able to maintain your body temperature, in which cases, if you don't create a fire, you're going to die. There's nothing you, me, God, or anybody else can do about it. There are certain circumstances where if you don't have a shelter or a fire, there's just nothing you can do. You're going to die. So if you can make a fire or shelter, do it. Absolutely. This is just technique for keeping you alive in the event that you cannot or should not make a fire or shelter. Okay? Because a bullet or a knife stabbed into your neck at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're trying to take a nap, definitely going to kill you quicker. than the cold. So keep that in mind. That being said, yeah, I could have talked about gloves. I could have talked about putting on a scarf, things of that sort. And those are all simple things that you don't need to know about, okay? Those are random, simple, everybody knows this winter facts. I'm just trying to give you little bits of pointers that are going to make your chances of survival with zero shelter and zero fire significantly higher than Joe Smo that has no idea what he's doing when his car breaks down on the middle of I-75 in frozen winter Ohio. All right, so if you liked the video, please drop down, hit like, give me the thumbs up, and let me know that you liked the video. If you hated the video, I'd love to hear about that too. That's what the comment section's for. Tell me all about the horrible things that I screwed up, and I will happily respond to every one of those comments. Be as vicious as you like. I'm a veteran. I got pretty thick skin, so if you think you're going to hurt my feelings, chances are you're absolutely not. I look forward to hearing about everybody, though. Make sure you drop it down in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.